Wow. What's happening, everybody? How's everybody doing? Welcome to Let's Talk with Stanley Doucette. I am he, your host. I am beyond excited to do this podcast today. This will not be a very long podcast, at least that I think. Might get to talking, they never know. But this will not be a long podcast. I am absolutely excited to do this podcast for some very specific reasons, right? I'm calming myself down because I want to literally talk in a tone and in a manner to grip you, to make you have questions, maybe yourself, or just give you a different thought in this particular subject. But it's going to be something very special. And I think you're going to absolutely love it. I'm going to challenge you today to think about yourself. And what I mean by think about yourself, I'm not talking about think about yourself from a standpoint of selfish, but from a standpoint of growth, from a standpoint of understanding, from a standpoint of looking inside of yourself to be more than what you are, right? So every single time we do a podcast like this, I get excited. I get, just, ooh, I cannot wait to hear the responses. I can't wait for people to share their thoughts and just where they are. I've heard so many things going on today and over the last, I don't know, few days, weeks, or what have you. And I wanted to share something because something popped up in my mind that I wanted to share. And I've been literally mulling over this for the last few days. Yes, I understand today is Monday, but I've literally been mulling over this for the last few days. Why? Because I want to make sure that what we're going to talk about today has a powerful impact. It has a powerful impact. So I know some people be like, wow, okay, I need to hear this one. I really believe you need to hear this one. And as a matter of fact, call somebody, text somebody, send an email to somebody and say, let's talk with Stanley Doucette is on the air. And this is one of those ones that's very impactful for you as an individual. In church, a lot of times people will say, touch your neighbor, touch your uncle, touch your. No, today we're going to touch ourselves. Look, touch yourself on the shoulder because today is about you. Today is about you. It's really about you. So I want to shout out to all of my people that's logging in from Australia. I want to shout out to all the people in North America, all of my Brazilian friends, all of the friends in the Maldives. Wherever you are logging in, I just want to say hello to you. Welcome to Let's Talk with Stanley Doucette. I am he, your host, and I want to get into this almost right away, or as my friends would say in Europe, straight away. Let's get into this and let's make this thing happen. But first, let's do these commercials. Guys, thank you, thank you, thank you. My YouTube channel is picking up numbers. I'm absolutely blown away by the individuals and the things that our friends and families are literally supporting and helping. If you guys would do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and that's Let's L-E-T apostrophe S. Let's Talk with Stanley Doucette. For my Facebook, Instagram, X, formerly known as Twitter, LinkedIn. Go ahead and follow us on Let's Talk with Stanley Doucette. I'm super excited, family. I'm overjoyed that the amount of followings are actually going up. I'm overjoyed by the amount of people that are commenting on what we're doing and how we're doing it. So thank you. The numbers of the podcast are absolutely going higher and higher. So I say thank you. So I say thank you. I want to now get into this. This the last few weeks in 20, excuse me, the first beginning of 2024, they had some incredible, wonderful, powerful things that have happened. Excuse me. And over that time, as those things began to happen, there are some people that have also shared with me. It feels like they have gone through a minefield of all kind of attacks, a minefield of people or things that are pulling them back, just trying to not allow them to be great, not allowing them to do what it is that they have been called to this particular earth to do. Now, this may get, no, not me. This is going to be very spiritual on my standpoint. It's going to be very powerful also, but I want to let you guys know that this is something that I believe in myself personally, and I also believe that it's something that we all can learn from. So I'm going to ask this question. Oh my God, I'm going to ask this question, and this question is absolutely powerful. Are you chosen? Let me say that again. Are you chosen? Yes. Yes. Are you chosen? Are you chosen? Now let me get into some more details with that. Let me get into some more details with that. When I say are you chosen? Are you chosen? The reason why I say are you chosen is because I firmly believe that you have something special about you. I believe that. Some people say, I am chosen. I've been chosen a lot. I have been chosen by my creator. I have been chosen by God. I have been chosen in and of itself. I have been chosen, right? Now, what does it actually mean for someone to be chosen? And I'm saying this because a lot of times we go through things and we may not know who we actually are. See, a lot of times we think about everything and everyone. A lot of times we think about to the right, to the left, but we don't focus in on ourselves from a positive standpoint. A lot of times when we start to focusing in on ourselves, we want to extenuate our negatives and put all of our negatives in a certain bucket, in a certain vein. And a lot of times that's fine to grow, but don't look at it and stare at it and stay there and stay stuck and get in a crab barrel mentality and just talk about all of the negative things. No, 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 no. Remember, the question is, are you chosen? Right? So as you're growing through this particular daytime, week, month, year, wherever it is, and you feel you are here or you are there, that's where you are. So, what does it mean though for someone to be actually chosen? Here is one thing, write it down, take it to the bank. It means you have been marked or favored by your creator, by your God. You have been literally marked for favor, marked for favor. Not saying oh, I kind of sort of. No, no, no. You have been marked. We all know God is incapable of lying. You have been marked. You have been marked for favor. You have been marked for favor. Think about that. Now, what does that actually mean? When you're favored, that means you're the teacher's favorite. You are the coach's favorite, right? That means you get some special treatment. You get some special privileges because you are marked as favored. You are favored. You are favored. You are favored. A lot of times when you talk about am I chosen or are you chosen, and you think about that, that's powerful. But let me also share this. A lot of times when we get these different attacks from different things or people all of a sudden just go off on you, a lot of times we forget who we are. We forget who we are. We are a chosen person. If you truly believe you're chosen, you are chosen, right? No, no fake, no whatever you want to call it, you are truly chosen. Then you understand you are marked for favor, but there are also people that's just gonna naturally don't like you, not because you did something wrong, not because you walking around saying something. You literally have been marked. Now, once you have been marked, also negative folks, negative things, negative influences, negative forces, they want to literally take you away because you have been marked for favor, for special privileges. Now, in that favor, and who you are, as you say, you are chosen, or you are a chosen person. That means you're going to do some special things for your creator. You're going to do special things for God. You're going to make sure it may be, let's say, they have some, let's just say athletes, right? That you can clearly say that, that they're special. You'll clearly say that they're special. You can clearly say they're head above other people. You can clearly say that. So when you are literally thinking about that, you can think about, let's say in basketball, you can think about some of the elite basketball players that's been there. Like you can think about the Michael Jordans, the Kobe Bryants, the LeBron James of the world, the Allen Iversons, and all of those other individuals. So if you don't play basketball, you're not familiar with basketball. I get it. You might you might not understand these, but those individuals, you can tell in their prime, in their generation, they were a step above everybody else. You can look at it and look it up, but they were marked for favor. And you can see the different things that they have, the impact on the NBA, the impact that they have had on so many people's lives. How powerful is this? There are people that actually name their child, name their actual child after some of these athletes. That's a powerful statement just in and of itself. But guess what? Because of what they did on that basketball court, they were marked for favor for that particular sport. You may be marked for favor for business, and you are just an elite thinker from a business standpoint. You are a chosen individual in that realm. No problem. That's where you lay your foundation. That's where you lay your ground because you have special privileges. You know how to see things before it even happened. That's someone that is absolutely chosen, right? Now, chosen individuals, if you wave in your hand and say, I'm a chosen individual, just remember, there are other things that don't want you to be chosen. There are other things and other negative influences that don't want you to even come even close to being everything that you are. I believe wholeheartedly if you fall into that category and you truly believe you are the elite of the elite and you have been chosen by God to do certain things, my God, they're going to have some things and some forces that's going to try to tear you down, not from God's perspective, but from their perspective, because they know once you hit that particular space, there's some magical things, there's some powerful things that's going to happen with other people. Let me give you an example. Michael Jordan was cut from his, I think it was high school basketball team, and then went on to have the career that he had. When he first got in the NBA, a lot of people forget this, but he hurt his leg. I don't know if he broke his leg or sprained it or whatever, but he hurt his leg. Think about that, guys. And then he went on to being arguably the best basketball player to ever lace him up, to ever live, right? People argue, that's fine. You can do whatever. I don't care about the argument of who's the greatest, all that's fine. But look at the mark he left on the game. Look at the mark Kobe left on the game. Look at the mark LeBron is leaving on the game. Now, I'm just using basketball. We can pick a sport, we can pick a business, we can pick all kind of things. But let me do something in business, right? Let me do something in business. How many people remember Windows, right? And Bill Gates, they first developed Windows with Microsoft, and they developed Windows, and just all of a sudden, some phenomenal things happened. Well, Bill Gates was marked as chosen to do this particular thing to impact the world. He did that with greatness. And now he's impacted the world with Windows, which is amazing. That's great. He was chosen for that entity, and so many other people have been blessed by what he has done as a chosen individual. Here's why I can say that. Some of you guys, I'm going to go back to basketball. The guy named, if I'm not mistaken, y'all, if I mess it up, please forgive me. Steve Ballmer, I think it is, the owner of the Los Angeles Clippers. He is now reportedly close to making $1 billion a year. Or is it a month? I forget which one. Either way, it's an astonishing number, right? But he did not, well, he was not the founder of Microsoft. He just wound up eventually becoming the CEO, and he took it to another level. But if Bill Gates did not walk into his chosen shoes, Steve Ballmer would have never had the opportunity to do what he's doing and also be able to own the LA Clippers and so many other things. He just would not have been able to do that. But now he has. So when you're literally saying, I am a chosen individual, remember, you are marked for favor, but you have to put some action with it and actually walk in those shoes because you have special privileges, but it also comes with a whole bunch of responsibility. There's a whole bunch of people waiting for you to continue to be success so they can have their turn in what they're doing. This is so good. Every time I think about this, for the individuals out there that are chosen, and it's just good. It's so much that just want to come out. It's just good. So let me just give you some signs of why I think I'm a chosen, right? Or why you think you're chosen, or why somebody else think they're chosen. But here's some signs. I'm just excited, so y'all forgive me. Pursuit of more. A lot of times, y'all that thirst. Chosen individuals have that thirst for more, not from a greed standpoint, but a thirst for more. You can be talking about a sentence, and I heard one of my mentors, Dr. Cindy Trim, say this. She can read a sentence, and she literally reads the sentence, and she just wants to literally read the sentence and absorb, take out, extract every single thing from that sentence until the sentence start begging her, stop reading, right? That's how deep and powerful we're talking about pursuit of more, because I want more out of this sentence. I want more out of practice. I want more out of this spelling book. I want more out of this business. I want more out of helping people be great. So whatever that more is, it is that more. It's the pursuit of it. And it just never stopped. Let me give you another one. The power of challenges. The power of challenges. A lot of times we have had challenges. Other people have had challenges. But now let me talk to those that say you are the chosen, you are a chosen, right? You are a chosen. When you're talking about going through that, you're going to have an abundance of challenges because you have been marked. You have been marked. And a lot of people don't want you to be successful. A lot of the evil spirits don't want you to be successful because they know when you're successful, there are so many other people that will be blessed as well. So those challenges going to come almost a dime a dozen. They're going to continue to challenge you. Even sometimes, and I use this, but walking across the street may be a challenge. Everybody's going well. You may be in line to vote. Everything is going well. Then all of a sudden, when you get there, all of the electricity go out. It's just everything that you can think of is just trying to stop you from doing something great. It's stopping you because you say you are a chosen individual. So keep that in mind. A lot of times you would have these attacks. I would have these attacks, and sometimes we just simply forget. But this is where your friend, this is where your mentor, this is where your road dog, this is where your baby, this is where whatever words you want to use, right? This is where your road dog, your sidekick, or whatever element you want to use to articulate that individual that you trust to share some things with. This is where you begin to share those things with them about your challenges and allow them to help you be lifted up. Because, sometimes in the middle of the night, we may, just fight. I'm not talking about the individual that's your friend. I'm just saying you may be fighting and warring in the spirit. You may be fighting evilness. You may be fighting all kind of things because you feel a certain way and it's coming down to pull you down. But sometimes you may just have to talk to that friend, that buddy, that girl, your wife, your husband, whoever that may be, your boo-boo or your, we say baby boo, your boo-boo, and anything, whatever words you want to use to it, right? To talk to them, and they began to pull you up, push you up, because you just maybe fell off and you forgot who you are, but somebody began to talk to your energy. Somebody began to talk to your spirit to lift you up, to make you better. I'm telling you, this works. This works. So whether it's your mentor, whether it's your mom, your dad, your aunt, your uncle, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whether it's your wife, your husband, whoever that individual is, your brother, your sister, whoever that brother, excuse me, whoever that person is, that you can pour and just let it out and allow them to gracefully lift you up, is going to help you tremendously. Because remember, the question at the very beginning is, are you chosen? Now, some people may run and be like, I don't want to be chosen. I don't want to go through all of this. And others may be running, I mean, full speed. I am chosen. Come on, let's get it. So, whatever it is, let's make that happen. So again, some other signs of are you chosen, right? You're a helper, the helper and the healer that's in you comes out. When you see somebody struggling on the side of the road, or all of those things, that affects you a little bit differently because you want to help them. And sometimes you'll pass somebody and you may say a quick prayer just because you may can't stop, but you want to help that individual. You don't know who that is, but you just want to help them. You see somebody under the weather, sick in the hospital, almost on their deathbed, and you literally are doing everything you can to help them get back to full health. You're trying to help them heal, help them be where they're supposed to be, because it just affects you and it affects in you. And you want that person to actually say, you know what? Come on, get up out of this bed. Come on and walk. We want you to run. We want you to be healthy. You see people that have suffered some from cancer, and you began to say things to them. You want to help them. You want to help them heal. You want to do all of those things because it's in you. Remember, these are just some of the signs that say, am I chosen? Let me see what else. I can't even say the word. The insatiable search for the truth. You have an enormous search for the truth. Some of y'all out there laughing at me. I don't care. Yes, I'm from as they say, I'm from New Orleans. I'm from NOLA. And listen, y'all know what I mean. I'm shaking my head. Y'all know what I mean. But this enormous search for truth. I mean, you're not taking something as face value. You're not taking something simple. You're literally having a search for the truth. You want the truth, and you're searching. Some people say the Big Bang Theory. Some people say God created. Everybody go through all of these different things and arguing back and forward. It's not about an argument for you. You just want the truth. Whatever that truth is, you just want that truth. Here's a big one. You don't fit in. You just don't fit in. How many of us out there that have went through their life and really wanted to fit in, but really found out you don't fit in? Whether you're too tall, you're too short, you're too small, you're too big, you're too sexy, you're too cute, you're too ugly, you're too skinny. Whatever people say, for whatever reason, is you don't fit in. But you've always had that energy and always continue to climb to the top. But people be like, oh, you don't fit in. But yet people still want you to be their friend, but you just don't fit in at their level. You just don't fit in. It's okay. It may be because this is a sign for you that you may be one of the chosen people that God has created or picked, or as I should say, marked, right? You have a pure heart that gives. You don't hoard or greed or have greed. You want to give. You'll give to your last. You'll sacrifice yourself for somebody else to have, because it is pure in your heart to give. You are a giver, whether it's giving of your time, your talent, your resources, whether it's your thoughts, whether it's showing somebody how to do something, whether it's coaching them or mentoring them for free. It is literally because you have a pure heart and you want to give. Keep giving. Keep giving. A lot of times people say stuff. Listen, keep giving. It's not for them to understand. It's yours. You may be a chosen. You may be. wisdom, or the inner, what do I call it? The inner knowledge of an old soul, right? Just that wisdom. Sometimes things that just come out of you, and people are like, where did that come from? That is so good. And you're like, I don't know. But it's that inner, it's something that's inner in you, is that wisdom, is that, I call it the grandmother wisdom, right? Or the grandfather wisdom. When you have that, some things can't be learned, it just have to be experienced. And through life, nothing can beat wisdom. Old age, there's nothing that can beat that. You can have wisdom when you're younger, but when somebody, you talk to an old, no, I don't want to say old, I don't want to disrespect somebody like that, but when you talk to a real grandmother and a real grandfather that have lived some decades and that can understand some things, and they began speaking, you might want to sit down and take notes, because that wisdom that they're going to pour out is second to none. I mean, it is absolutely second to none. And absorbing that and feeling that and receiving that, it just makes it that much better. So, again, having that wisdom is great. So, those are just maybe some of the signs to say that perhaps I'm a chosen one. But why I am a chosen, so why am I? Like, what is that? Why am I a chosen? Right? For those that really believe that, hey, I've been chosen, I've been selected, I've been touched, I've been marked by God, I am. So here is some of the things of why you are the chosen, or you are a chosen, right? You are called to a higher purpose. You are called for a higher purpose. Let me use Michael Jordan again, right? Whether you think he's the greatest basketball player or not, that's up to you. You can argue that all day long with whoever you want to argue that with, and that's fine. But Michael Jordan single-handedly changed the endorsement deals that basketball players got. He got a percentage of every single shoe that was sold under the Jordan brand. Now he got his whole brand under Nike. I mean, it's absolutely incredible. But think about that, family. Think about that. Yeah, he was great on the basketball court, and then he also changed the endorsement deals. That is remarkable. That is truly, truly remarkable, because now individuals are getting these lifetime, think lifetime deals with somebody. That's powerful. That is absolutely amazing. But it all began somewhere. It all began something doing something. And then because of that, all of a sudden, now we're here. Now we're doing some things to make some stuff happen in a big way. And I'm absolutely glad to say those. So, family, when we do those things, it is amazing to that happen. So you may be a chosen for a different perspective or a different reason, whatever that may be, keep that going. Keep those things happening, and we can make some powerful things move forward. So again, that may be one of the reasons why you call yourself a chosen. You are a chosen individual because you have a higher purpose. Here's another one. You have a higher purpose, but then also, why are you considered a chosen? You are called for a path of enlightenment. Like, you want to see something, you're seeing things of different lights. You're going super deep, right? You're seeing some greater things. You have a capacity to understand those things. So when you begin seeing those things, you are called for a path of enlightenment, and you begin getting some spiritual truths and some spiritual things that most people do not get, because you are considered a chosen, you are considered a marked or favored individual, right? So when you do those things, that's the things that happen. And that's why it begins and happen when it, excuse me, when it happens, slow down, Stanley. When it happens, it just begins to illuminate so many different things and to give you greater understanding, which goes into my last point is, you may be chosen because you have a higher spiritual growth. Your spiritual growth may be just going straight up. Others may be gradual. Yours may be going straight up. But because God has picked you, God has chosen you, then you have to make those adjustments and understand wholeheartedly who you really are. Let me say this, because a lot of times you think, uh, I'm chosen, and you walk around, hey, I'm a chosen one. I'm a chosen one. You jumping up and down. Let me share something with you. Let me share something with you, right? You are not chosen because you came out of your mama's belly. You are not chosen because you came out of your mama's belly. You came out of your mama's belly because you were chosen. Let me say that again. You came out of your mama's belly because you were chosen. You didn't come without the blessings of God. You know, you didn't. Excuse me, you came out of your mama's belly because you were chosen, because you were selected by God, not because, oh, I'm just coming out. I'm just gonna roll on out. I'm gonna do it all myself. You're not that good, you're not that powerful, you're not that strong. That's no, 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 no. So keep this in mind. Even biblically in the Bible, it says, many are called, but few are chosen. Many are called, but few are chosen. There's a lot to go with if you believe you are a chosen individual, right? I'm not going to keep going deeper and deeper and deeper, but the reason I wanted to bring all of this up is because so many times collectively, those that think they are chosen, they will forget, we will forget, I will forget, whoever will forget that, you know what? It's a bigger purpose to a lot of stuff we're doing. It's a bigger purpose to help that individual. It's a bigger purpose to lay in that person's sit on that person's lap to receive that wisdom from that grandmother, that grandfather, right? It's a bigger purpose because you are chosen. You have so many different responsibilities and so many people that are relying on you to continue to walk in that vein. Listen, for all of you guys that say you're chosen, congratulations. Thank you. I hope this illuminated who you are, because those attacks that come, they're not attacking just because you pretty. They're not attacking just because you cute or fine or sexy or whatever words. They want to throw you off who you are so you don't help all of the people that's coming behind you. A lot of people know my saying, how many people blessings are attached to you? If you fail, if you quit, if you stop, if you don't go to the conference, if you don't go to the leadership meeting, if you don't go to the basketball game, if you don't go to the seminar, if you don't go and be a panelist on that panel, if you don't go and sit down with your mentor, then how many people blocked or blessings have been blocked because you didn't do what you're supposed to do? So as I always say, how many people blessings are attached to you? If you fail, then how many people behind you fail? Ladies and gentlemen, all of the family that's listened to Let's Talk with Stanley Doucette, we're not failures. We're not quitters. We're not people that's going to give up. We're going to fulfill our assignments. You consider yourself one of the chosens. You're going to complete your assignment specifically for you. Whatever God has put in you, you're going to complete that assignment, regardless of all of the naysayers, regardless of all of the negative activities, regardless of all of the demonic activity that's trying to pull and tear you down. You are going to be one of those individuals that's going to bless so many people around this country and around this world. So, guys, I want to say, if you believe you're one of the chosens, congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. Let's go to work. Let's make it happen on a big way and bless those individuals that God has assigned for you to bless. That being said, family, go to all of our social media platforms, please, just for your boy. And like, subscribe, share, forward, and just make sure that we do every single thing we can to help other people develop themselves. We're going to keep winning. We're going to keep winning. We're going to keep winning. I love you guys. I appreciate it. So again, go to Let's Talk with StanleyDoucette.com. Let's go all of the social media platforms, LinkedIn, YouTube, let's say social media, Facebook, Instagram, X, regardless of where you are, just come find us, like, subscribe, and share, donate, and we would love to continue to see you with us each and every week. With that being said, family, I love y'all. See y'all next week, and I'll see you guys on the beaches of the world. Peace and we eat.